Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? We have a really cool one here today. We're going to be playing some Boros, but not the way you expect to see it. We're going to be playing some Archangel Elspeth. We're going to play some of the new Elspeth. And this is a pretty interesting list that we came across, right? This was actually played in a challenge online. Had to make some changes because it only had like 22 lands and some other stuff with some 4 and 5 cost spells, which had me a little weirded out. But we'll go over the cards, and then we'll play some games, and we'll see how much we like it. But obviously, we got to have our removal, so there's some Torture Tower, some Get Lost, which I added from the original list because it didn't have a way to get rid of enchantments or planeswalkers, really. It is playing Cori-Steel Cutter, and this is kind of interesting because I don't know how often we're going to get to play 2 spells, but we'll see. We have Slick Shot, Show Off, one of the ways we can kind of guarantee we get to play 2 spells. Also with Rin's Resolve, this lets us set up cards through the next turn, which is pretty nice. Lightning Helix for a little bit of life gain, but Pia Nalar, this is one of the big reasons you want to play this deck, right? We already have Rin's Resolve, which sets up cards in exile, Slick Shot, Show Off, and Count on Luck, which puts a card in exile every turn. And then we have some Planeswalkers. The 2 Elspeths are going to be making a lot of tokens here, and they work in tandem very well, which is nice. There's a couple copies of Static Snare, a new card that we'll give a chance to. I don't know if this is the right removal card we should have or not, but they played it, so we're going to go with it. Had some Painter Studios as well. This lets you put a couple of cards into exile, again, getting you access to those extra spells. And then your attacking creatures, which hopefully will make a lot of tokens, will have a +1/+0. And then, of course, Quintorius Khan, because again, if we're going to be exiling a bunch of stuff, we also get to drain the opponent's life total. So we're going to see if all this works. I will say we are playing a Cori Mountain Monastery as another way to exile some cards. Don't know if we're going to need it, but there's 2 copies. We'll see how much we like them, hate them, or whatever. Now, if you want this deck list, like always, it will be in the description at the end of the video. You can head over to Moxfield, our channel sponsor, and download it and try it. Or if you want to buy this list, maybe play at your store championships or find some crazy rare cards for your commander deck, check out Tales of Adventure. That's TOAMagic.com. You can use code DRAGON, DRAGN. It'll save you 5% on your whole order. All right, let's go see if this challenge deck is up for the challenge. Okay, sure. Seems like a thing to try. Kind of hoping we draw land so I don't feel enticed to use a Rin's Run Resolve just to find land. Ah, we didn't. Okay, well, here's where we're going. I don't mind doing it on turn 3, because then at least if we find a land, we could play it, and the other card we might have access to the following turn. Especially if it's back-to-back lands. What's with all the blue-black decks on the ladder, though, today? Man, this is not going to make for good videos. I have a bunch of other things I'm trying to record, and they're almost all blue-black deck opponents. Which is very boring. Hoping one of them is an untapped land. It was not. That sucks. So now we have to find land next turn. Ugh. Yep. You got it. This is pretty much what all the blue-black decks are now. It's just kill spells, discard, stock up, some effect of a dragon, try to mill you, play Jace, mill you out, right? A bunch of them are playing the demon to get a bunch of cards from you. Yeah, I mean, I guess this is kind of all we can do. Super unfortunate. And our removal spells are basically dead in this fight. Yeah, our card just came up wrong here. And knowing that they're playing a bunch of counters, it's going to be too hard to force stuff through here. Assuming they have any type of dragons. Let's go ahead and try to play this. And there's a real chance, it's like I said, it's just going to get countered, but... Or easily killed, either way. Alright, this is where Pia dies. Yep, that makes sense. Well, we have another Pia for next turn. Alright, I guess we just attack. End the turn. Total power toughness 5 or less. So I could... You know what? They have nothing for me to target. I'm just going to shoot my own guy. He gets a prowess trigger. So now they have to waste another removal on it if they want to kill it. It's kind of a lame way to go, but I mean, what else were we going to do there, you know? Just kind of like, it's what we got, you know? I mean, this is not a bad attack here. This likely gets countered if they don't want to take extra damage here, but we'll see. I mean, that's about as big of an attack as we can make, and then we just have Elspeth to follow. Okay, that's not terrible. Gonna kill something else? This sort of feels like they don't have a sweeper, though, right? Because, well, I don't know. That still would have been a lot. Maybe they don't want to risk it. All right, opponent's at 12. I don't know how we're going to get across the finish line from here, but hopefully Elspeth can do a lot of work, I guess. Oh, actually, we can make tokens. Then we can move this over. All right, so that still keeps the train moving. All right, Jace.
Phyrexia's plans are already in motion.
They're making us mill 3. Huh. Oh, okay. That's a card that matters. I'm gonna do this first, see what we got. That's intriguing. All right. We will... Let's plus.
Warriors, rise.
Oh, I forgot I was going to get the +1. I just missed the point of damage on the opponent. Alright, how bad is it? Did we manage to survive? Okay, deadly cover up. What did we get rid of? Slick shots? Alright. I guess they don't want hasty things. But we already have that as long as we have the cutter out. They're probably just looking at this deck going, what the hell is this? Which I wouldn't blame them. It is kind of a wild pile. Okay, let's start here. You know? Ain't mad at it. Helix? Play the land. Play this. All right, cool. We got there. Whew. Though I think for what it's worth, we would have been, let's see, that would have become a 2-2. We could have made it a 3, and then when it attacks, it'll be +1. So that would have been exactly enough. Wow. That deck's pretty hard for this deck to beat, I'd imagine. So keep that in mind. But if we're going to win, I guess that's one way to do it. Okay. This seems like it can do something, maybe. Oh boy, I have no idea what we're playing against right now. I'm at least going to run this out there. Like, if they want to spin a get lost or something to get rid of it, that's fine. Let me say I wouldn't have been too upset about that. And I'm going to go ahead and open the other side of this room here. Ugh. It's not great. Oh no, we're going to be staring at, what's his name next turn? Big Ugin? If we think it's an Ugin, what does this turn need to look like? Play that. We blast the opponent. Ugin gets rid of this. But then we won't be able to get lost him, because that's going away. Man, I could also set up a situation where maybe I could get another cutter to try to go after something. That'd be the next best plan. Ugh. Alright, I guess we're just going to go here. It's not great, but what you going to do? Alright, Big Ugin? No, just to lay down arms. Okay. I was really thinking Ugin was going to be there. We're okay with that going at this point. Let's try this. Okay, we'll Pia. Play a land, which makes a token. And those get to attack. Alright, we're trying to piece something together here. Yep, Day of Judgment. To be expected. Yeah, let's do the thing. Ah, that didn't work. That plan backfired badly. Okay, well, that sucked. I was hoping we found at least some spell we could play there, but no such luck. Okay, we let that resolve. We're not going to kill it on their turn because we can play Elspeth plus Torch. And that's something. Also keeps them from getting a card. Ooh, actually, hold that thought. We can play this guy into Elspeth. Then we get a little extra value here. And then we get to torch that. Trigger everything. And then give put some extra counters on a dude. All right. Somehow that worked out. Don't know how, but we'll take it. Sure, let's do it. Oh my gosh, can we even beat this type of deck? I for real have no idea if it's just a straight up Proliferate deck. It may not be. We saw a mono black deck that was doing some similar shenanigans the other day. Nope. It's actually Proliferate deck. Like, I wasn't sure, but you know. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Try to give ourselves a chance to just do like the maximum all at one time probably won't work, mind you. But it's kind of all we got. Man, they're just going to put 2 more Proliferate tokens on us here, I'm sure. Yep, there's one. I guess we're only going to get one. Assuming they have a land here. Yep. So now this is where it's going to be hard for us to do anything. Because you assume they have at least 1 spot removal. What does this need to look like? I'm going to do this first. Just so I have extra info. I don't know what that information is going to do, but maybe it's a kill spell. So we don't have to worry about the Dweller as much. And yes, I could have played the Slick Shots first and whatever, but I was kind of curious what the opponent was going to do here. I mean, it's better than nothing. I'm going to assume at least one of those is a kill spell, since one wasn't an instant speed kill. Alright, we go to 3 poison. Assuming we're going to go to 4, then 5 at a minimum. No. Huh. You just have counters and lands? That would be strange, but possible. Oh, so you gotta have something. Okay, there's a counter. I mean, that's 8. No bounce spell? No nothing? Wow. Okay, there's at least that. I was about to say, there's got to be something. Like, that was about to be unbelievable. Teletamio let you mill cards, and if they share a thing, you get to draw one. Alright. I think we're good. I mean, as long as this doesn't completely brick us, I guess. Because now, even if they get rid of one... Alright! Won a tough one. Yeah, let's try. The logic here being, I think, if we don't have to use Get Lost, we could try to Rin's Resolve, but I think I'd actually just wait in Painter Studio and then just have more mana available to try to Pia plus something. I think that's going to be the game plan. I say that. I don't know. We didn't... Okay, that's an interesting thought. Let's go ahead and get that onto the battlefield. Okay. We're just going to do this and hope at least one's an untapped land. Okay, that works. A little sad we're going to lose a Restless Bivouac, but could be worse. No! Oh, destroying that. Okay, fair. Fair. We do lose some value there. But now I think we go Pia. Damn, do I even want to destroy this? They get to mill 3 cards. 3 card from a graveyard to your hand. Damn, I almost feel like we sort of have to do that. But I'm having a hard time discerning what type of deck they're playing here. Like, I don't even know if that's worthwhile to do, truthfully. Like, do they need more things in their graveyard? Like, there's a Tranquil Furlback hanging out. Like, I don't know. I assume whatever they're going to do this turn is do something that deals with Pia. Nope, not yet. They still have 2 mana, though. Yep, there you go. That's what I was expecting to see. That gets rid of artifacts and creatures. I guess we could get rid of that. That wouldn't be the worst thing. I'll have to do it during the attack step. Gosh dang it. Alright, let's fire this up then. I think I'm just going to do this. I kind of played that all out of order, forgetting that this is only during the attack step. Oh, that's going to be annoying. Because you can play 1 permanent, right? Yep. Alright, opponent could be in good shape here. I guess it was good we didn't let them put a lot of extra things in their graveyard. That could have been kind of gross. Though this does get rid of artifacts, so we're probably going after that this time. Which is sad, because I kind of want to play this too. Something's got to give, though. Let's get rid of that. Play a land. Little sad that we're losing some extra cards there. Could have potentially still been right to do it, but who knows. Of course, a Tranquil Furlback. Alright. Where are we at? Is Elspeth even any good here? Like, I for real don't know. like, I assume so? But then they can always just get this back and kill it? But I mean, if we make 2 tokens, I mean, I guess we gotta try, right? Because they do that, they're doing nothing else.
We can save everyone. We fight together.
Alright, maybe that matters. I don't know. That counters a creature, destroys an enchantment, gain 3, surveil. I mean, obviously we'll just block here. But it's still the right play for the opponent. See if we would dedicate a token to it or not, or whatever. Oh, sure? I'm really surprised they didn't do that the easy way. But, okay. I mean, do I just do this? Yeah, we might as well, I guess. Yep. Feel free to counter that. Okay. Ooh, double bivouac. Yeah, I guess we keep it, because we do have Lightning Helix and Ren's Resolve, so I guess that's okay. Sure, I won't have anything we have to worry about in our graveyard. Seems safe. Alright, this gives us a little bit of action next turn, so we can at least play Cutter plus that, play a tap land. Try to be a little bit aggressive. I was literally about to say, unless we get hit with the discard spell here, then that changes everything. Though not tremendously, because I mean, what do? They take the Lightning Helix? Like, if they don't, we just play Cutter, play Slick Shot, do our thing. This is a tough call for the opponent, really. Especially if they're playing mono black. Yeah, it's the thing, but I'm sure they didn't feel great about it. I would have probably taken the same thing. All right. And now these next couple turns are just going to be digging for land. He gone. But there's not another cut down, which is great for us. So I think I'm going to do this just for mana efficiency's sake here. Hope there's at least one land here. Okay. We're kind of priced into Elspeth next turn. Under the circumstances, but we'll take it. Sure, why not? You got it. Could go bigger Elspeth here, but we're really not yet. There's no need. Don't get to him with a bunch of, like, 1 and 2 mana things, so we can take our time here. Now, they might kill Elspeth here. Yeah, I was about to say, but we do have another one, so that's okay, too. Then if they get that one, well, it's time to just start drawing into stuff. We just upgraded our Elspeth action. Yeah, if they don't have anything here, then that's it for them. Because then it's just Elspeth, double copies our token. Yeah, it's where it starts to get silly now. So now we just do this. Oh, gross. Yeah. Play that. Put that on there. Play a land. Make tokens. Play Lightning Helix. Kill the Duder. Put counters on all of our things and attack. And opponent's not doing anything here. Yeah, that's a sicko turn. And we're at 22 with creature lands in the whole 9 yards. Yeah, opponent kept a hand where they got stuck on 2, but realistically, you know, we drew into another Helix. We still had a static snare. Like, we had access to a lot of cards still. And we're going to be able to find stuff with the monastery, so we were probably good anyway. Yeah, we're going to keep this. This is weird, because this feels like a hand where there's several decks this would be good against, and several where it's probably going to be bad against. But against an unknown, can't really get rid of this. Savannah Lion. Dang it. Alright. Obviously, we're playing against cats. So my plan is just play a tap land next turn. I'm going to let this one hit us to see if they play a better one. Ah, well, you can keep that one. I'll just get rid of this one. Wasn't sure if they were going to play something else better. I would have much rather killed that, obviously, but didn't get the opportunity. Alright. I don't think we've seen just cats in a while. Alright. Take the point. Assuming this comes... Well, no, you had the Cat Lord. You'd have played it pre-combat, right? Unless you're just baiting me. Which wouldn't be the worst thing. Depending on what the rest of their hand looks like. You have a helpful hunter. Okay. We can Pia. And I feel okay with this, because if they do play, like, I don't know, Sheltered by Ghosts, we could still shoot their target. And if they play just the Cat Lord here, Pia's big enough to still block efficiently. Speaking of, there he is. Thought something of that sort might happen. Alright, this is where we need an untapped land that we did not get. Boo to that. Damn, then what are we trying to do here? I guess at least get another token, right? That's where it starts. Wow, that's definitely not it. That was terrible. Wow, that was like the worst possible situation. Oh, Shelter by Ghost is great here now. Oh, you don't... I mean, we kind of want them to get our Pia, because then we just have another one. But they also know that, too, so they may not do it. I think so. I would kind of understand if they don't. But the funny thing is, I'm still kind of tempted to do it next turn. Because we would get another token, and I could, like, Cori-Steel into that. I don't know. Robbo, you got it. Well, not anymore. Now we're probably going to have to... Oh, and Squire's bad for us. Yeah, Squire is more important to kill, sadly. As much as I want to do something else. So... Cori-Steel... Kill this. Play a land. No attack. Alright, well, it's just down to us and Elspeth next turn. Hopefully that's enough. That doesn't look like that's just a land in their hand, which is highly disappointing. Oh, they have like a real card. It might actually be Sheltered by Ghosts. Oh, Requisition Raid. Ah, that's real. Yeah, alright. Well, you got us. There's no point in even blocking and trying there. Okay, let's try. It's probably going to be one of those things where we just Rinse run on 2. Now, maybe. You really want to do it on 3, but sometimes your hand gets forced. But against a green deck, let's just go for it. If you play a black land or something here, congrats. You got me. Yep, they had it. So it's like, what you gonna do? I was gonna say, if you got it, just play it. Like, what are we doing? Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Play this now. Because we can play this next turn no matter what. Unholy Annex. We don't like that. That's not nice. And then we play the land. Then we play this. Get access to more cards. Okay. Not mad at that. We might get to Pia, kill something, kill something. Like, that could be kind of nice. Sure. Good old Mosswood Dread Knight. Doing the business as usual. Alright, let's kill that. I mean, we don't have any real belief that Pia's gonna live here, right? I'd be stunned if they only had 2 removal with all that. Yeah, I was gonna say, there's no way. What we need to find is one of our planeswalkers here. We have like 5 or 6 of them in the deck. Like let's hit one of those. That would be real helpful right about now. Will you help us get closer and not be more lands? Yeesh, do we even want that? I mean, kinda. Ugh. It's weird because I sort of don't, but I sort of do. I'm gonna just surveil it. I feel like we need to go for something stronger. Yeah, I didn't think they were going to block with the Lana Rolf there because like they seem like they're tight on mana. But they have the opposite problem that we have drawn quite a few lands. It'll be turn 9 before we possibly miss a land drop. Like, that's kind of crazy. That's not a good thing. Alright, another Ladder Rolf. You got it. Yep. Okay. Now we're starting to get somewhere. But first, probably got to deal with Glissa. So, let's do this. And then we'll attack this way. Alright. Elspeth Stormslayer is kind of a crazy magic card, really. Good news is the opponent has a Trampler, so real talk, they could really cause pressure for Elspeth. But they're also at 6, so I don't know what they're willing to risk here. If they attack, I'm going to assume they at least have one removal spell, because they're not really going to chump block with Lana Ralph and just go to like 4 there. That doesn't really make sense. Alright. There's a Shieldred. I assume they can't tap another land here. Not safely and easily. No! Oh, you're kidding. They had like a turn 1 million duress. Like, oh, jeez. Let's at least draw Lightning Helix here. For the help. Oh, hold on. Wait a minute. That could be a thing? Okay, so they do have a kill spell here. There's definitely a pause. We could take 4, 5, 6, 7 from Shieldred. Alright. Well, if you have the thing to get rid of our land, you have a thing. You'll take 3, and then we'll just see what we draw next turn. I was say you had to have something. It's not a surprise. And we can't do anything with the mana, but alright. Well, it actually goes to 2. Okay. So the other good news is they kind of have to use a removal spell here to not die, because they don't have anything that flies. Now they could sacrifice their Momentum Breaker so they could gain 4. But then they're probably not doing much else for the turn. But we'll see. Alright. So they'll still get to go to 6. And we take 5 here. That's a real number. Oh, wait. Now if we draw it, they don't have it. Yeah, I think they'd have been better off sacrificing. Now, admittedly, we can still totally brick here, and it doesn't matter, but... Oh, man. Also, there's combinations where we could Cori-Steel plus something off of the next 3 cards. Alright, we gotta get lucky. I mean, we have outs, but, well, that's not one of them. There it is. That's what we're looking for. Whew, we'll take that. Okay, why not? Not sure how I really feel about that, but we'll see. Ooh, okay. That makes it a little bit better. The funny thing is here, though, is like, if your opponent sees this and then sees Slickshot and Cori-Steel, they're probably like, oh, this is one of those aggro decks. I gotta leave removal up, whatever. But then not realizing they're going to be like, oh, there's Elspeth. What? Yeah, one of these is dead here. Oh, with the rides in. That makes sense. Alright, so we're playing against a serious control deck, because nothing else really plays rides in these days. Let's play this first. Sure, you got a ley line. Much rather that than like our Elspeth and things here. However, we do actually have a Get Lost as well. I will keep that. So we have some fun stuff we could do next turn. We can get rid of their ley line. Actually, what did they ley line? They ley lined our creature and not the... Wait, I thought they ley lined the Cori-Steel. They just took the token that was on it. Why would you do that? I'm in a total loss of why that happened. Like, I'm so confused right now. Like, what? Okay, I guess. Let's do this. I'm assuming they misclicked, right? Because nothing else makes real sense there. Yeah, I don't know. I for real don't know. I'm lost right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna Lightning Helix you. I'll lose a Get Lost, but whatever. It's not worth giving him 2 random artifacts for no reason. Oh, because you had another one, I guess? Okay, well, we'll get to Get Lost that one later. Yep, you got it. That is not good for our Elspeth, though. Now, they're obviously going to pick it up because they know we're looking at a Get Lost here. So... Here's what we're going to do. Because if we do this, we get... Oh, no, but that won't give us enough attacking creatures. Alright, so we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 left. So we'd have to attack, then get rid of this, which gets us... I won't be able to attack with our creature. But, I mean, I guess that's just what we got to do here. Alright. Is what it is. We need to rescue that. And then play and untap. Well, everything would be untapped, I guess. Then we're going to attack. I'm going to play this to get rid of their Ancient Cornucopia, because then they can't play Zergo because they don't have blue land. Alright. Now, if they sweep the board or whatever, we try to go Elspeth and see what happens. Yeah, exactly. I assumed something like that would be the case. So then we Elspeth. Get double tokens.
The real battle begins.
And then we could 0. So we have blockers for this guy. I think we want to do that, actually.
Rise and seize your destiny.
Wish I had a Restless land, but we're kind of up against it a little bit. Alright, cool. So they don't have the sweep or anything here. We've got a chance. Okay, we don't have a chance. Not an easy one, anyway. They still don't have blue mana, but they're digging, so there's a real chance they could find it. So let's go... What's the best way we could do stuff here? We're not going to be able to get a spell off. Well, maybe. If it's a 2-mana thing. Okay, yeah, that works. And then we target our own dude. Because why not? Double up these tokens. I think we stick with the plan, so nothing crazy happens here. Attack with those two. Opponent goes to 8. Man, this Quarry Mountain Monastery's done a little bit of work here, y'all. Yeah, we're good, because we can just jump block that. They're at 11, though. They're at 11. Oh, wait. If we just take it, they don't have any mana. Well, they do have that. But I feel like they played a land. Yeah, because they played an island and that. So if we just take 4, yeah. I'm just thinking, like, there's probably something crazy they could get for 1 mana. I don't know. But a ley line matters. I have no clue. But we're just going to 0 again.
Warriors, rise.
Yeah. All right, cool. Yeah, my plan there was just going to be play, count on luck. These all get a bonus, unlock, attack, and hope for the best at that point. But yeah, a little bit lucky the way things played out, but that could have been a real tough matchup. So yeah, this wasn't crazy. It was like a 55% deck, which is good. And I think I made a couple of mistakes learning how to play it. And one of them, we just didn't get enough land. And if there's anything overall, that probably would be one of my complaints, that it feels like it needs an additional land. But there were a lot of times we also just drew a bunch of land, so maybe it doesn't. We are looking at a lot of cards with this deck. And the Planeswalkers obviously carry a lot of weight. So yeah, it's kind of a weird thing. I would say the concern right now would be the more controlling blue-black decks are probably going to be pretty difficult for you. That's where the bulk of our losses came from. So I don't know what the best way is to navigate that. It's something I would have to think about, put a little extra thought into. Always, as always, you can just hop into the Discord if you want to discuss it, if you decide to play this deck. But Cori-Steel look great. Elspeth look great. So no surprise, good cards are good. You know the drill. There'll be a link down in the description if you want to download it. And, of course, don't forget to check out Tales of Adventure. Use code DRAGON, DRAGN. It'll save you some money. And then watch another video, because if you watch the videos all the way through, it helps the channel. That's all I have you for now. We'll see you next time.